with the first dream matchup, the main event of RBY Invitational 5 after play-ins. Today we have SoulWind versus Albi. SoulWind, I'm sure, needs no introduction. One of the best Smelgum players of all time at this point. Has won like 3 individuals, a bunch of team tours. Like, he's SoulWind. His second Invitational, he's participated in thus far. Played in Invitational 3, didn't play last year and is back now. Versus Albi, one of our play-in winners. Second straight Italian to make his way through, and he's got a tough challenge going up against one of the best players of all time. And we'll quickly go back to the beginning. Albi immediately explodes in the Jinx, but his efforts may have been... Oh, I see what happens. He does the classic, Starmie stays in and wakes up immediately, and then eats the Thunder Wave, and is now no longer sung. So now we're gonna play a little fun game. This is like made even worse by the fact that Chansey is Ice Beam and not S-Toss, so it's not gonna be able to touch the Starmie. So now we're just gonna kind of sit here. Alba's gonna go hard Zapdos on a Starmie recover. Turn 14 Zapdos, always very exciting. Let's see, did we just click Thunderbolt? No. We clicked Thunder Wave. No, we Thunderbolt for not that much. Back to Chansey. As we go Lax. Good move by SoulWind. Albi's got to go to his own Lax. And let's see, do we see any counter here? Or are we just going to click Reflect? Body Slams again. Are we going to see counter? Just Reflect. And back to the Chansey. Being unparalyzed is going to be tough for Albi to really break through here without a critical hit. SoulWind forces the rest, and now we're all caught up. Let's see how it goes from here. So we have Albi's entire team is basically revealed. I guess with Sing Chansey, it's definitely very unlikely to be Executor. So it's almost certainly Starmie, but it could be Cloyster as well for his last, and of course Toro. SoulWind, I want to say he probably has Rhydon last, or no, he doesn't, because with Zapdos he just went Chansey. So I guess we'll see. That tells me if it's not Rhydon, it might be his own Zapdos. Could be Alakazam. Or could be something crazy. Or it could still just be Rhydon, you know. Oh, SoulWind tries to counter there. But is not going to get it as Albi switches out to the Chansey. So we have... So yeah, as much with Jinx, we have a counter Chansey team. So this does... it seems to be Alakazam. If I had to guess, Alakazam plus Starmie backs. Really hate switching into just Snorlax Body Slam. So having counter there on Chansey really helps, of course. That would be my guess for the last. So you have Jinx Myzan versus Gar Myzap, almost very certainly. Some other sets, like we've revealed Surf Bolt. Snorlax probably Hyper Beam if I had to guess as its last move. Tauros Earthquake, yada yada yada. And then Gengar on this side, we probably see Surf Bolt Starmie. And then Snorlax maybe Earthquake, although he never clicked Earthquake, so maybe he is something else. Although you usually see a lot of Earthquake Lax when paired with Zap for Rhydon. But could be something else. I'm gonna go hard Starmie. So we do reveal the Starmie. We're going to eat Thunder Wave. So it seems we're just going to... The beginning ends up being really funny. Albi gets the explosion on Jake's, but then they literally just trade each other out. I mean, honestly, from there, SoulWind, that probably benefits SoulWind more. Because his Chansey has counter as opposed to Albi's having Sing. Not going to be able to really do anything with it. So an extra move slot, if that really moves anything. Probably going to play back with these Chanseys. I assume each player wants to get their Snorlax and Paralyzed Chansey. So let's see who can do that first. Alakazam back. I guess it's kind of neutral into Zapdos. So Albi does get his Lax in on a Paralysis. Gonna Reflect. Yeah, so that tells me it's not Earthquake. It is Hyper Beam or Self-Destruct last. So this Snorlax cannot touch Chansey without really fearing counter. So that's another interesting dynamic. And so how is Albi going to take down this Chansey? I mean, he can eat Paralysis on a Starmie and sit there. They can go back and forth with Chansey. He can use a Zapdos. It's interesting. Or, I mean, he could try to do this. But definitely going to be super risky. If he gets a body slam off without getting countered, I would be shocked. So we are going to get Tauros in, which is pretty interesting considering this lax has reflected. Is going to force a rest, and SoulWind is just going for it. Not sure how effective this is, especially when you have Chansey, which just walls this forever, and your own full health Snorlax. Alright, so you do get the crit off, right, but you take 50% on your Tauros for no real reason. But we are breaking, no paralysis on the Mai. Goes back to Lax, does SoulWind stand? No, he goes to Chansey, and now the Snorlax is going to be able to rest up again. So, not a great sequence of lines from SoulWind there, for sure. Over half of his Tauros, and now will be imposing Tauros range. Albi does call the switch. Gets another damage in on Tauros. So maybe, let's see, SoulWind is going to take care of the Snorlax, but in exchange for his Tauros. Not sure I love it just because, you have Chansey with counter, which Snorlax can't touch. You still have your own fully healthy Lax, right? And now your Tauros is just gone. Is SoulWind going to get paralysis off? No, he's not. I wonder if we see a switch back to Lax on Chansey, or if we do get Thunder Wave, so the Starmie is paralyzed, which is, of course, always massive. Tries to counter. He gotta save those power points, So we'll see here. So SoulWind is gonna go to his Lax, and with Hyper Beam, he could definitely do some damage. We're gonna slam full para. This is now likely in Hyper Beam range if he has it. We're gonna go to Chansey on Body Slam again, and he Hyper Beam's there. So great maneuvering from SoulWind there. SoulWind back in a pretty commanding position here. Starmie dies to Hyper Beam, right? Zapdos. Gonna have to eat Body Slams and Hyper Beams. And with Alakazam looming, which outspeed Psychic does a bunch. And then, of course, Tauros. So no great options here. I guess we'll see what it is. I will say, I guess, SoulWind, I said it, he trade, when you do successfully trade your Tauros for their Lax, your Snorlax, becomes really, really threatening, right? When you're playing into no counter Chansey, no Cloyster, no Gengar, and you have Body Slam Hyper Beam. So it ends up working out for SoulWind really well. We're going to see if the Zapdos can do anything. We are going to Body Slam, and we get the paralysis. That's huge. We'll be in Hyper Beam range after this, and is going to para again. So this is looking like Game 1 is going to SoulWind. KOs the Zapdos. Got a Body Slam. Not even going to go for the freeze. Eats a bunch. This is now, going to be an Alakazam range. So we're likely going to see that come out. It is Alakazam. And SoulWind's going to take Game 1 here, almost certainly. Still has a bunch of things in the bag. I guess the Starmie could do it. No, it's not going to do it. You're going to have to eat these Psychics. Yeah, now you're faster. Well, I guess you're still faster, but now Psychic does so much more. Now your Starmie will always be faster, etc. Yeah, not doing any damage back. I guess, you never say never. That Plains game, Albi, there's a crit. Gets crits again? And gets crit again! Alright! This is why you never say never. This Chansey also cannot touch the Starmie. So I guess we're just going to sit here for a bit. SoulWind still has his Tauros, of course. Has the Starmie, which will outspeed and has Thunderbolt into -1 Starmie. Still should be heavily SoulWind favored, but we'll take a bit more. So far, to catch you up in the tournaments, let's see what's happened so far. We'll talk about some highlight matches. So for round 1, of course, everything's banger, but I really like Conflict Spies. Conflict allegedly kicked Spies' ass into retirement in SBO4. Conflict making his invitational debut versus Spies coming back. Conflict won that one, very exciting. Excalibur to US Northeast goats. That's what's going to be really exciting coming up. Marco ASD versus M Dragon. Come on, 2 boobers. Marco, the best RBY of all time. M Dragon, one of the best just Smogon players of all time. Nicole 7-7, 3-5 versus Kaz. Two players, very active, always pushing the metagame forward. That one's exciting. Let's see. Chuva versus Serpy, of course, the highlight of round one. Chuva last year finishing second place, coming off a 5-win SPL. Serpy didn't do too hot last year, but has fourth and a top 8 finish, coming off another 6-win SPL. Those two players, like them and Felix, are probably, like, those are the three best players, RBYers on the planet right now, especially with Troller calling quits. So seeing two of them match up round one is just crazy. I really like Markop Amaranth, the rematch, RBY World Cup. Narwhal Laro, another Northeast versus Italian. So those are my highlight matches. And so far, like I said, Conflict beat Spies. Isa beat McMegan. Blazing Dark beat Nails. Amaranth beat Markop. Narwhal beat Laro Axel. And Koala Kansi beat Alice. Let's see if any of those were upsets. Conflict, huge upset, 3-16. In this match, SoulWind is favored 12-7 over Albi, which probably isn't as high as you think, as like an outsider looking in. As someone who like knows SoulWind, not too familiar with Albi. Isa McMegan 7-13, so an upset there. Blazing Dark Nails 6-12, upset there. Amaranth Markop 12-6. Narwhal Laraxel 13-6, and Koala Alice 4-14. So a few upsets so far. So far in this tournament, but this is like, I love RBY Invitational so much, as you can tell, as I host the tournaments and donate a lot of money, but it's just so much fun seeing these great players always come together, and like they come from such like different parts of Smogon. We can pull up some of the storylines I put together for this tournament as this as they go on. Yeah, if you ever want to learn any more about the players, read these. But some great guest writing by Amaranth in Teal 6 as well. Some nasty player cards. Look at these from Blaze Next. Like, these look so freaking good. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. We'll scroll through. They got their SPL and Invitational all-time records. These little markers, if you've won the tournament before, I love it. And then your placement in other invites. Felix, dash first. Kaz, the only one with 2 medals, 2 silvers. Laro, his bronze from last year coming in from play-ins. Nails, bronze, Invitational 1. Look at all these cool. They look so cool. Like I said, Serpy, 24-14 at SPL. 4 top 8, and then struggling last year, but still great. SoulWind, 1-2, coming in for his first time since Invitational 3. And then Albi, his is just completely clear from coming in. So storylines as this is done on over. No champion has ever finished higher than 16 in their Invitational following their win. In fact, all prior winners had kind of struggled. Like Amaranth won and then couldn't break past top 16. XCal first, 17-24. Case just hasn't tied up again. But last Invitational, XCal got up to top 6, won his first 2 matches. The first time a former champion had won rounds 1 and round 2 in any following Invitational. So we're going to see Felix can surpass this after another like brilliant 6-win SPL. Like I was saying before, the Circuit 3, Chuva, Felix, Serpy, one of them is the best RBY on the planet at every given moment. Will we see another victory from this trio? Last year, Felix beat Chuva in the finals. So this one is over. SoulWind is going to take game 1. Let's see what happens in game 2. We'll go back to the storylines in a second. Gotta update the replays, as you know. Septros is the only player to participate in every edition and never finished between the below the top 16. Top 12, third, top 16, fourth. Let's see if he can put it together this time. Kaz, the only player with multiple money finishes. Nails, not doing too well in Invitational or SPL the last few years. As you see, 3, top 16, 24-24. Negative in SPL the last 3 years. Can he turn around? XCal, most successful former champion with the top 6 last year. Last year, Laro went from play-ins to 3rd place at $134. Can Albi, who's playing right now, Larry or Alice, do even better? Can Marco found himself as the greatest player of all time? Like, Marco Hasty is the Michael Jordan to Troller's LeBron James of RBY. Oh, they've already got, but we'll see if one of them can cement themselves. If Marco can, since Troller doesn't play. We have a Gengar. So yeah, Albi does get the egg in. He's going to miss the powder on Gengar and is going to get slept. So, huge ups for SoulWind. So, the beginning of both of these games, like, just one turn, Go against someone's waiver really does make a difference. But Albi is going to get the egg back in, and it's going to eat the boom. So that's there at least. Has to keep their executor really. Let's see, SoulWind's just going to go for it again. He gets the crit on body slam, so that's huge for SoulWind. He slams again. Let's see what happens. Do we boom? We do boom. So Albi does get the trade. So we have 4v4. We're down to 4v4, but let's see. Oh, SoulWind tries to sink, but it doesn't work because of sleep clause. I was gonna say Albi still has sleep open, and oh my god! I don't know if you can see me taking a screenshot, but that's just freaking hilarious. Chance of you saying sleep cosmos activated as Albi then misses and then misses again and gets the freeze. That's just freaking hilarious. Sorry, we missed mine, but SoulWind freezes the chassis. Tries to get Zapdos in on Starmie, but eats Thunder Wave. Good move by Albi. And it has right on left. So we have My Dawn versus Guard My Zap. Very likely. Yep, there's the Starmie. Let's see. Can Albi... I mean, he has 3 Pokemon. Paralyzed, 75% Starmie, a Rhydon, and a Tauros. To get this Starmie is going to be tough. He really needs an Executor Wake. Not going to get it. Not going to get it again. So you got to go Starmie. But really, like SoulWind, as long as SoulWind keeps this Starmie unparalyzed, like it obviously when it carries the Rhydon beats the Tauros. This has Ice Beam. What Albi's gonna have to try to do is get Rhydon in on a on a heal. Hopefully even full para, bring your Rhydon, and then try to get the play right, like Earthquake the Chansey staying in, Body Slam, and paralyze the Starmie. But like if Albi can paralyze the Starmie, like Rhydon can go in, Tauros, but it's gonna have to get rid of that Starmie. Oh no, this Snorlax is coming. Getting a recover off out of Hyper Beam range should be. Man, oh, para again. Do we see Hyper Beam? We do, but it misses. He paras again. Body Slam. Just gonna keep recovering up. Body Slam, recover. So I will say, like when you are lax and you get the Body Slam, like Body Slam Hyper Beam, I will say, like when it is uncontended, like there's no Gengar, you're not worrying about Killer Chansey, like it is a menace. It's so strong. It does so much damage. It's crazy. SoulWind's really been showing that so far. We're gonna see back to this Chansey. So now I think this is where like you're gonna have to get this down. Like yeah, all right. So we go Tauros actually, not Rhydon. Just get the soft boiled up. Let's see if he just goes for it. No, he gives the Starmie on Thunder Wave. So I guess you expertly knock a Thunder Wave off. Lax comes in on para. Alright, let's see if can Albi knock down the Snorlax a bit. I mean, they are favored. This Lax will now full para. When was the last time this Lax full parried? Alright, there we go. But still, oh my god. It will not. Oh my god, it will not give up. Okay, full para. Full para again though. And they carry the Starmie. Oh my goodness. And someone stays in, gets it. Sets Reflect up. Alright, we're tail whipping. Still not getting it. Oh my goodness. Earthquake here. Alright, so we do get the Earthquake. Oh, we body slam. We don't get it. Someone will not say it. Any Ice Beams gets massive damage on. So now at this point, Tauros is going to have to come in. I mean, if Tauros... Alright, let's see. I mean, that Ice Beam really sucked. Tauros is going to have to full para this. It's going to have to para the Starmie. Good move by SoulWind. Going into Zapdos. Just drill Pex, yeah. Alright, so. Gotta bring the Lax. Get some more damage off. Put this into Surf range with Hyper Beam. It's just gonna go to Rhydon. Hyper Beam. Eats it. Gonna get some Earthquakes off, yeah. Let's see. What does he do? Does Earthquake, this Lax, so now it's going to come down. SoulWind will be very favored here. But let's see if Albi's Tauros can do it. Tauros comes in. Thunder Wave. Oh, don't look at the chat. Body Slam. Crit! Para! Albi does it! Oh my goodness. Albi does it. What a hilarious game, I will say. Hilarious. Hilarious. Um, we saw earlier, like, I'll pull up the screenshot. I think I can do it. Oh. Someone forgets about sleep cause, then dodges 2 6, and then immediately freezes into losing at the end. That Taurus went crazy. We'll get back to some of our storylines. Peas and Spies coming back after not playing. Kenix building off his 6-3 RBY debut. I will say, so every winner so far has been a new Titan participant, and it's been a new country every time. So we have Italy, USA, France, and Germany, as you see on the bottom of the screen. So that really leaves like Iberia, Spain, Portugal left. And Kenix is, of course, from Spain, is a first-time player. So honestly, like, I would say past history points to Kenix winning this year, but we'll see. Conflict Roar and SoulWind, some of the most accomplished players of all time. Not too much RBY experience. How are they going to go? Is the motivation there always? C-Town, Quola, Nicole, Sadistic, Narwhal, and Septros potentially looking for SBL slots. Can I get it? Some players who bounced back, some players who faltered a bit. Blazing Dark Eyes and Nicole when I combined 2 and 6 of their debut last year. Can any of them go on a run? Let's see. Very exciting stuff. We have Game 3. We still have another. Alright, we gotta go back to the beginning. Oh, Albi stays in this time. Misses Hypnosis. Jinx misses. Hits. We're gonna go to Tauros. Jinx gives a Chansey. Gengar. Just Soul and Thunder Waves. And is now gonna try to KO this Gengar. And, I would say. I guess he. I was gonna say it's more likely someone does not have secondary sleep, I would say. So, like, because even if he did have Sing, you'd probably still want to, like, Thunder Wave and KO the Gengar. But likely he's not going to get it. Whoa, huge turn. Let's see there. So, I think so. SoulWind is expecting the other Lax to come in, and then he goes Tauros. So Albi just stays in at Psychics and gets huge damage off. So SoulWind, throughout these games, really wants to KO the Lax with his own Tauros. So let's see. Yeah, he's just going to stay in. Gets the crit immediately. Do we Hyper Beam KO? No, we just Body Slam, no crit. Is going to Hyper Beam 60% on the Starmie. So SoulWind has been using his Tauros as a breaker, primarily on the opposing Lax, every single game thus far. This time, he does not KO the Lax, but gets the Lax and the Starmie down. And he does have Jinx by Dawn. Makes a lot of sense. But, oh no, Albi has Gar Angmai, which is perhaps like one of the best like counter teams to Jinx Angmai, I would say. Or Jinx by Dawn. So definitely very favored in Albi's direction. Especially if this Lax cannot touch the Gengar. Because if he can't, like, that's just dangerous. Like, that, like, then he really just makes no progress at all. Because right on stopped by Executor, Lax stopped by Gengar. It does not look like he can. Yeah, looks not good for SoulWind at all. He's going to have to keep getting his right on in. This is Ice Beam 2. And he's going to have to really break down this Executor. Which is going to be tough. Especially since this is probably Surf Bolt Mai. If the Executor is Mega Drain or Rest, like, that's just crazy. Gets the right on the slam. Para? Yes, gets the Para and is able to KO the right on. So this one is looking very, very much in Albi's favor at this point. Yeah, he just can't touch the Gengar, SoulWind. Alright, so we see he blows up the Gengar. Snorlax can now do things. Alright, and the chance that he can potentially heal later. So we'll see how that works out for him, I will say. Not sure I agree with booming the Gengar. Like, when you just, like, I don't think someone can do anything. Like, when you have that Gengar there. But let's see. This Executor is at 51%. It's going to get the paralysis off. Gets the full para. That's huge. Down to 28. Is going to get the sleep off, though. Can we get a first turn wake? No. Can we wake? No. Wake? No. Wake? Miss? No. I will say it's more of a game than it was before. A crit, down to 1, gets the rest off. Alright, let's see. Like, this Lax can definitely do it. Like, if you're able to survive this Tauros, so you don't get frozen, miss, and you don't get crit 2 consecutive times, like, this Lax is going to go in. Just has to not get frozen. Doesn't get crit. Is going to rest again. Has to stay out of starving range. No freeze. And is able to KO the Tauros. Alright, what comes in? This dies, this dies, this dies. This. Oh, SoulWind is going to come back. Booming the Gengar there. Not good. Booming the Gengar. So we see. Starmie is going to come in. Let's see. Do you recover here? Do you Thunder Wave? He does Thunder Wave with a SoulWind click. Does he even get to move? He does. He body slams. Doesn't get the KO or the paralysis. Does he Hyper Beam here? Does, but he misses. Oh, man. Now, like, this Starmie, yeah, has a chance. What does he click? He body slams. Does he get a paralysis? He does. He does. And it's not in surf range. Paras. And he's going to rest up. Oh, boy. Does he get the Hyper Beam off? Body slams. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. So he is going to get the Thunder Wave off. Oh, man. He's going to get 28% off. Oh, man. Alright, so the thing is, like, this Lax now is paralyzed. This Executor now is dangerous. Like, you really wanted to end that without being parried. Because now this Executor comes in to threats. Even if you, like, switch out to reset the drops, right? Like, it just doesn't matter. Because the Lax is still paralyzed. Is going to get the slam off, KOs the egg. But now this Lax just comes in and cleans up, I believe, right? Yeah, now Albi's like, I think you had the rest there, right? I guess actually, like, SoulWind is betting on the full para there, I presume. But now Albi's Lax should just come in, right? And it should do. Does it do 14? It doesn't do 14, actually. Alright. Alright. But Chansey can come in. But now SoulWind goes to his own Chansey. He's gonna full para! And he's gonna get the rest off! SoulWind! And now we're gonna switch. He's gonna come back in. He just can't get frozen. He gets Thunder Waved. We're gonna see him probably try to set up Reflect. He sets up Reflect. Can't full para here. SoulWind gets the rest off. I think Albi just has to go for the freeze, honestly. Right? I guess, like, here he hopes he gets, like, consecutive full pairs a bunch. But I feel like you gotta go for the freeze. Gets it. Lax's got only 9 slams left. Bunch of full pairs. Oh boy, now we have some Lax Wars. Albi has a lot more PP. So I think someone is, and he's gonna have the speed advantage. I think someone needs a crit. Yeah. Someone needs to crit the Slacks. Hyper Beam crit just KOs it all the time. But he would really have to manage his power points at this point. SoulWind is just so far behind. Okay, he goes for everybody misses. That's huge. That's just one chance now he doesn't get it all. He's gonna miss again! Not good. Not good. That's just 2 chances to crit he just doesn't get. Of course the odds are not very high, but still. You need those. He's got 3 left. He's got 7 attack moves left. Hyper Beam doesn't get the crit. Hyper Beam doesn't get the crit. Someone's got 3 attack moves left. He's just gonna rest. Alright, we're gonna click the Reflect button a bunch. I don't want to skip in case someone fires off a Hyper Beam, and then the opposing Starlax is just dead. I mean, I will say there is one thing. So SoulWind, like, recoil is not just like 25% automatic, right? It's based on how much damage you do the opponent, and like their struggles are not going to do anything at all. So of course SoulWind will go into struggling territory first, probably by a lot, right? But we're gonna see. Albi should definitely be favored, but I mean, so if someone just crits this last hyper beam, he wins. Albi doesn't have that kind of button. He'd have to crit like back to back slams. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna just keep clicking reflect, 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 reflect. Someone body slams. He has no more. He has one hyper beam left. He hyper beams, does not get it, and looks like he's gonna forfeit. He does forfeit, and Albi takes the set against SoulWind. Very fascinating set all around. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye.